friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to go over how March went last month and what I am looking for forward towards April and what I'm trying to accomplish. I think the first thing that I would like to start out with is my quote of the month. I like to try and have something to help me push forward and achieve my goals for every month. And for April, my quote is gonna be believe in yourself. I know it's like, oh, believe in yourself. For some reason, I was scrolling through Pinterest and I saw this little kind of phone screen and it just had a little tiny black outlined daisy on it and just said believe in yourself right above it. And for some reason, my heart just kind of understood that. I don't know, it just really resonated with me. And you know how sometimes things will just like click, even though if you would see them like a million times? So that is gonna be my quote of the month, or kind of, I don't even know if that's a quote, but so I think the next thing that I would like to start out with is how March went and things that I'm gonna try and improve for April. And if you're new, welcome. If you are returning, you're amazing. Hiya friend, how are you? Make sure to like and subscribe. It supports my channel so much and I'm just so happy that you are here. So let's finally get into this. I have just my little, I got this off of Amazon. I love having the paper calendars. I keep trying to use like Notion and, you know, just even like the Apple one, Outlook. Even Gmail, I think there's a calendar on there. Obviously I don't use it. I don't know. I can't touch it. And for some reason I need something physical. So I just got this little guy off of Amazon. I think it was only like $7 maybe. It's a half month or half year notebook basically. So I already got another one because this one ends in June. So I'm gonna have to start my next one for July. So anyways, let's see here. It looks like, yes, I can barely remember from, you know, if I don't note every single thing. In January, I had some major dental work done. It had some really bad after effects. Basically, I also realized that taking ibuprofen really aggravated my celiac symptoms. It was horrendous. Yeah, and I don't need to get into it much right now. It was absolutely horrendous. And I have been in and out of the dentist almost every week until the end of March, since January. So I am very done with going to a dental office. It's having all the smell, just every bit of it. I am just over it. Anywho, that's at least on the way up. Besides that, I took a couple overnight trips, which was really fun. Just up north to a little ski town, which we've never been to before, which was so cute. I loved it. It was nice to really just kind of get away and see someplace new. That was really, really great. And then literally the following week, I went down to see my brother. He has left the country. He's gonna be gone for a little while. So I'm not sure the next time I will see him. So that's kind of a big thing. So yeah, that was kind of emotional, but I'm very happy for him. And then most of it was just working on my budgeting and just kind of sticking with regular kind of everyday adulting kind of responsibilities. Been trying to do a lot of walking and a little bit more Pilates, kind of just depends how I'm feeling that day. But I think for the most of the time I can at least get a walk in and I'll feel well enough for a walk. So super happy about that. So that's kind of how overall the month went, just kind of like what we did. It wasn't super eventful. We had a couple really good weeks where it was like 70 degrees outside and you were wearing like shorts, and then the next day it was like snowing. So very up and down with the weather. But besides that, what else? Let's see. I finished only 2 books. So I finished The Lost Spells. This is a poetry book. It was so great. Yeah, just very nature-based. Like, let me find. Like, look at this. It is so beautiful. I absolutely loved how this author wrote. It was great. Absolutely fantastic. I would definitely give it like 4.5, 5 stars. And then the next one, I kind of did this in my first video, but also finished Howl's Moving Castle, finally. I think I said too, I liked the movie more than this. I guess I'm just more of a visual person in that sense, and since Studio Ghibli is just on another level, it just, I don't know. It really felt like it caught the essence of the book. So does that mean I like the book more? I don't know. Anyways, so the next thing I want to talk about just a little bit was my budgeting. Me and my partner, we did a no spend month. I love doing those, and it went really well. I don't think, besides any essentials, I don't think we bought anything that we like wanted. Besides, you know, of course, like groceries, gas, you know, rent, all that stuff. So yeah, I think it went really well. We were able to think about what we want our like bigger goals to be, and kind of just take a break and reset our minds on consumerism a little bit, and just being better and more intentional with what we spend our money on. With that, we decided we're gonna take a little trip for my birthday, which I'm so excited about. We're gonna go to Portland, one of my favorite places on the planet, and we're gonna spend a few days there and just kind of sightsee, go see some gardens, go to the coast for the first time, get some books, go to Powell's, and really hoping that I'll be able to film a little bit, so I'll be able to take you guys along with me. So my next thing, I kind of just like to bring, not awareness, I don't know if awareness, I think every time I do a like monthly reset or whatever, I want to kind of say who my favorite 3 creators are at this moment. They haven't changed actually in a little while, but I'll pop them up on the screen so you'll be able to see them. But the first one is going to be Cecilia, who lives on Svalbard. She brings me so much comfort, and just the cinematography that she has. She is absolutely fantastic, and just fantastic to have on in the background. Man, she is great and had really inspired me to want to take a Norway trip, and you know, even possibly visit Svalbard one day. The next one is Zoe Pritchard. She has inspired me to do the cash budgeting and really take hold of my finances, and really starting to think about the future more. I really appreciate her vlogs and just how she is really pushing herself to be an entrepreneur and giving herself her dream life, and I really admire that. Yeah, so I really hope you check her out. And then the last one, who I have been watching for a very long time, is Morgan Long. She is also from Portland, which of course inspires me to go over there more, because the way that she films, her videography is just amazing too. Yeah, it just really inspires me to just love myself and be creative and live my dream life as well. So those are my 3 favorite creators for this month. I hope you check them out if you have not already. They are amazing. And the last thing I want to leave with the end of my March kind of overview is this one little quote that I had at the top of my calendar. And it's from a podcast from Makeshift Happen. Highly recommend, super motivational. She's great. It just says, "I promise you, just go, just do it." Let me reread that for you. I promise you, just go, just do it. So I want you to take a moment to think about that in any way of your life and apply it to something that you need to just go and just do it. All right, so we are going to move on to April and kind of the goals that I'm kind of striving for to accomplish. I kind of don't have them like super planned out. I kind of have to see how I'm feeling because it just depends. But right now I'm going to try really hard to post one YouTube video every single week. I don't know what day yet. Maybe I like Wednesdays, but I'm kind of thinking maybe Saturday or Sunday. As for like work schedule stuff and any time that I have off, I'm going to be taking a 3-day weekend just so we can kind of recalibrate and work in the yard. And I think the weather's going to be pretty nice, so I'm hoping to get a couple hikes in, which would be great. So I'm really looking forward to that. A couple of the other things that I'm hoping to kind of just focus on is I usually have 1 cup of coffee every single morning before breakfast. Yes, it is my worst downfall. I know that I'm supposed to be drinking coffee after I eat, but I'm usually not hungry right when I wake up, and I want my coffee right when I wake up. So what I'm going to try and do instead is either just lessen the amount of coffee I have every morning, or I'm going to switch it out with tea instead, like once a week. And that has already been a challenge because I do love my coffee, and that caffeine really has a grip on me. So let's just say let's do it twice this month if I can get that, so it'll be good. As for the next one, I really want to try and stick with Pilates more. I would say I want to try and at least get 1 session of Pilates in a week. And with walking, I want to try and be walking almost every single day for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And if anything, 30 minutes. That would be fantastic if I could be consistent with that. Next thing, I am really wanting to keep doing this. Forgot to mention it from last month, but to lower my screen time. I know it's like on everybody's list, but specifically not to be looking at my phone when I'm in bed. Basically, when I come into my bedroom getting ready for bed, it's like a no phone zone. That is my goal. And I have noticed a dramatic difference after I've done it for like a couple of days. Honestly, only with a couple of days, I fall asleep so much faster, and I feel more tired than if I'm scrolling my phone. I sometimes feel more awake than I did before. So I want that to roll over and keep going with this month, and it's been going pretty good. Some days there's just like I just want to zone out and just, just forget about the world kind of thing. But yeah, so that's kind of the next one that I'm going to try and keep doing. Hopefully I can get better at it and just keep moving forward. All right, and on to my favorite one is planning our trip to Portland. We already have our Airbnb, so that's kind of the big money ticket one. We'll be driving, so we don't need to worry don't need to worry about renting a car or flying or anything like that. So it's just perfect. And I just want to keep writing my list down and seeing what I need to pack. There are going to be a couple books that's what I need to do, is that I need to write a book list of some books that I want to get, because of course I want to go to Powell's, but then there's another one that I haven't been to called Annie Bloom's that I've heard is really good, and it's more of an independent bookstore, so I think that'll be really fun. And then there's a couple of restaurants that I want to try. Another reason I love Portland, it's very easy to find vegan and gluten-free, especially gluten-free. I don't need to worry too much about vegan as long as there's no egg. Can't do gluten, can't do egg. So excited for those restaurant food options. You have no idea. I feel so deprived some days just eating the same thing, so I'm very excited. I think some of the other things that I wanted to see were just more of like the nature preserves, rose gardens, all of the basically places that you can walk around in nature, which is my dream in life, just to be able to walk around in nature all day. Sounds absolutely fantastic. And then one of the days we'll go over to the beach. We're not sure which one we'll go to right now because we haven't been over there, but so I've been looking at a couple of which ones that might work the best for us on what we want to do. So that one's still a little bit up in the air. And then lastly, I think I have most of the clothing that I would need for the trip. I have a pair of sneakers that I have been needing. Those are coming in. It says they're supposed to be here today, but nah, they're not gonna be here. But I'm excited to get those, and then I'm gonna try and get a couple outfits. They're comfortable enough for walking, but still warm and weather. It's a whole deal, you know. It just is. Okay, and then now for my last one. I guess they're kind of both in the same thing, but it's for budgeting and purchasing. Since we're not doing a no spend month, I kind of wanted to see maybe there's some pieces of clothing that I'm probably gonna need. I just got this little t-shirt at Goodwill. I love going to Goodwill because I love to save money and you can still find decent pieces of clothing. And I typically just need something that's casual to go either on a hike, go to the store, nothing super fancy. So I don't need to be spending $80 on a shirt when it's like, I could get this, it's cute enough, nice quality, fits fine, and it was like half off, so what, $2? So it's kind of a win-win. And as for just getting some pieces of clothing, I might try and get one more pair of shoes because I have some for work, but I could use another, not like a sneaker, but just like another kind of cute shoe that I can kind of wear with a lot of things. So it's just something super practical. So that's kind of the only thing that's really on my radar. Of course, I've always, you know, things that I want or something, and there are a couple like, you know, skincare things that I might kind of look into more, but at the same time, like I said, I'm trying to be really intentional with my purchases because I'm really trying to be good at what I'm saving and making sure my money is going where it needs to be. I'm not trying to deprive myself, but at the same time, I feel like I already have most of what I need, and I don't really feel like I need to be buying in so much excess, I guess. Yeah, so then basically for my budget goals, I kind of just want to stay on the same track that I'm on right now. I have a little bit of a budget or a vacation cash fund that I've been working on for the past few months, so I'll be able to use that for Portland, which will be great. And yeah, I'm really pretty happy with where everything's at. I don't have a ton of cash envelopes. I think I only have 3 right now. And then basically everything else is in a savings account or a Vanguard or another separate account that's with my company as well. So I have money in multiple different places that kind of always have a stream going into them, which has been my overall goal. So the cash fund is kind of the one that I kind of have the most control of, like, oh, I can take it in, I can take it out, where the other ones I can't really touch. So yeah, so anyways, the 3 that I have, vacation, and then I have a miscellaneous that is more just focused on my car for like registration or like upkeep or something. But if I really need to, because since my car's still fairly new, so it doesn't need a lot. So really it's just like oil changes that aren't that expensive at the moment, thank goodness. So that can kind of act as like, oh, if I have an extra bill for something else that kind of went over my budget for this month, I could kind of use that to supplement that other bill. And then the last one is for my holiday fund. And that one has a cap on it, just so I don't, because, you know, I don't need to, you know, spend billions of dollars at Christmas time. So yeah, that one has a cap on it. I think we're already like a third way through, so I'm super, super happy. Yes. All right, and then we're gonna move on to what other thing that I want to accomplish for my book reading adventure. I'm hoping to get another 2 books done this month, if not more. And I'm hoping to finish Tress of the Emerald Sea, and I am also hoping to finish, or start, excuse me, it's the Guernsey Literary and Potato Pie Society. I really want to read that. I've heard that it's really, really good, and then afterwards I want to watch the movie to go with it. So those 2 are on my goal for April to get those done. And then I also have I want to read The Gentleman in Moscow. I listened to that on Audible, and I have one more that I'm halfway done, but I don't know if I'll finish it. But I was just like getting a little tired of just kind of hearing the same thing over and over. So that one might be on the back burner. So if you have made it this far in my video, I applaud you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tell me what your budgeting goals are, what your reading goals are for the month of April. I can't wait to see what you guys say. And thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time. See ya.